know. I don't.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visitors' sideline, there's a look at the Packers head coach. He's got his guys playing well here in September, 3-0 to start the season. On the Cowboys side, it's head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
They keep beating him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the Packers' 32-yard line.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a loss of
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss,
that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
and these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger runs a punt for Dallas, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led by the NFL's of the year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Packers.
And the Packers first down. A gain of 16 yards.
On play action, Stroud. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward. They can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdown. Tight.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Jacob Cowing now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
On first down, Burrow. Now, screen set up for Mason. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down getting some good yardage on that second down play.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Palmer. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Burrow working in the pistol. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A big play for the Cowboys. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard
Contact
line.
up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll run. This is Mason. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another.
Here's a run. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Burrow now. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
Mason. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. It's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here we go. 18.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go. Let's go. 18.
To throw, it's Stroud. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickups of 9.
And the Packers first down.
18.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard
To
line.
throw is Stroud. Will mark him down just shy of the 40. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Handoff, running left, it is Walker. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 34-yard line.
26 more yards.
1st and 10.
That's another Packers first down.
Okay.
First and 10.
Stroud to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Packers on top. We're back to Arlington in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it. Second down and 2. They'll run the toss with Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Here's Stroud. He gets this one complete to Johnston.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Moving outside, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. A second down throw for Stroud. This is caught at 2. And he'll take it on in. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, Packers. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field, and then to... Man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Cowing now to bring it back. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will go all the way. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Seibert's extra point is true. Cowboys are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Isaiah McKenzie now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
All right. 118.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He's going to have a Packers. Down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
That's good for a Packers first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Escaping to his left. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's another Packers first down.
They'll run here with Walker. And he'll get about 5.
Walker is the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 5.
18. Outside.
Here's Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Stroud. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's still on his feet. And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Green Bay. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff visiting this game plan, they obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. A run. And here's Mason. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ground is Mason. And this time they are ready for it. Throw for a loss. And it's second down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Burrow gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run over center, and it's Lloyd. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
Here's Burrow. That one taken in by Douglas. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete. Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Seibert's kick is good. And the Cowboys cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. On 4th down, Stroud. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 5.
3rd and inches.
19. Inside. 2J.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and It ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go. It's Stroud. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here we go.
Throwing on second down. Stroud to the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Ow, the cut.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Packers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of last year's Week 1 season kickoff game. And this is Geno Smith. He'll find his man in the back corner of the end zone. Touchdown. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the rookie from Tennessee, Dylan Sampson. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And it's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Jonathan Taylor. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in, 22 yards on the touchdown. The 49ers have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
That's interference. Defense. Automatic first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
Hey, here we go. 18. What's that?
They'll go play action with Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
Now Stroud. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it. Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite targets. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
At the 20.
On play action. Stroud. He's got it about the 8. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Green Bay.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas.
These opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
2nd down. Burrow.
At the 23-yard line.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Play action now. It's Burrow. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Burrow. He takes off. They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
Burrow has completed to Douglas. And we'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. A short one there, caught by Kittle. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys.
Burrow working in the pistol. That is caught side of the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, Dallas. That is first touchdown this year. Cyber's extra point is true. And the Cowboys are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Packers offense ready to take over once more. You're going to be looking to possibly push this score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jalen Carter. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be beyond the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Packers have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here, you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Cowing now to bring it back. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Burrow. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Now, screen set up for Mason. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll give on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Cowboys, first down.
To throw is Burrow. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Burrow to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he will score! Touchdown, Cowboys! Seibert out now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. Woo! And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That's hard. And he will score. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
24.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Cowing now to bring it back. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9. at the 36.
Burrow now. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Yards to go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 41, here's second and 6.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Let's go. At 18.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Throwing is Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Now, Burrow. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
On first and 10, Burrow. That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. And he's brought down after a gain of 6
It's a
on
pickup
first
of
down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up
That's a gain
on
of
3rd
3.
down.
It's 3rd and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Cowboys first down.
On first down, Burrow. A quick slash caught by Hill. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on Paris Johnson, the tackle. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow. He's got a man. That's Kittle. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Joey Bosa. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. He connects with Palmer on that one. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run this.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down.
A first down throw for Burrow. On the run to the right. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard
Now a
line.
second down throw for Burrow. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Harrison Phillips. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask. Fence turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On first down, it's Stroud. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game.
First down. A 49-yard gain on the play. And a Packer first down.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Out the catch.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will score again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Packers. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
29-yard line.
Burrow working in the pistol. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off the read, here's Burrow.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Only need a yard. And it's 4th down. Now, Burrow. He's got his man. It's Hill. He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down.
To throw is Burrow. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And the stoppage was just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Burrow to throw. That's swung out to Mason. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Burrow. This one completes to Palmer. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. Burrow here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They finish off the first month of the season perfect, as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Arlington.